Hello, we're live now. Hi, everybody. Today is Thursday again. Every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I've been hosting this live event. I called it Inspiration and Implementation Time Live with Spring. I hope you've already enjoyed some of my previous episodes. And today, our topic is about how to simplify to embrace greater efficiency and quality. So today is about both your life and work. And I hope some of you, if you are joining me live or you are watching the replay, have a brave greeting. You can post on a comment to tell me where you come from and what you've been doing today. And actually today is June 7th. It's a perfect, wonderful, sunny, shiny day, and I'm now facing my window. Looking around my backyard and my neighbor's backyards, beautiful trees around me. Maybe I can show you a little bit. See my simple life here surrounding. Hope you can see it. The trees is a great shade, and another side I have a big window. Another side also, outside is garage and also many trees. So it's quite a peaceful, tranquil environment for me. And yesterday I shared some squirrels outside of my door. It's just like a very quiet and also simple environment, but surrounded by nature, by trees. You can see that I definitely love trees. And also, I've been sharing my community pictures on my social media. I hope you've already seen some beautiful pictures and knowing that I love this environment. It's very important. Environment is like surround yourself with things you really love. A simple but very important, essential things. For me, it's tree and also lawns, like anything that's green and can remind me I'm surrounded by nature will make me relaxed and feel very peaceful inside of myself, and also that help me live and also work at a better efficiency. So I hope I know some of my friends, you are living maybe by the beach or by some kind of a woods. I hope you are surrounded by a great environment that you enjoy, that you can find the peace and space, that kind of abundant space around yourself. And today our topic is really about how to further simplify your life. And hi, who's joining me? Joy, hi, how are you? You just joined me. I just showed from my live video my environment surrounding me. I just showed from my outside of my window, surrounded by all the trees and lawns. Very simple, but it's a beautiful environment for me. It's like a not big, a huge space compared with my previous house in Orlando. But here in New York, I have a very nice house and also a neighborhood. It's very important, for me to concentrate on, live my simple life, but also can concentrate doing what I love. And I also want to know if my audience, like you, Joy, you're joining me live now. You just figure out how to get in. Thank you. Yeah, it's like every Thursday, I will stay now every Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on my Facebook page, Spring Zheng, Love, Serve, Fulfill. It's on my page. So every Thursday, 1 p.m. Okay, so it will be easier for you to find. And today, actually, my kids are at home. The school is closed. Whenever it's close to the summer vacation, the school has all these kind of events. They will close the school, so kids have more time at home. But I may get a little bit distraction. But for me, I just show the environment is very important. I make sure that I always find the community and my housing. It's like surrounded by trees, by nature, so I can feel that peace and quietness, and both inside and also outside, so I can focus on doing what I love to do. So I hope you could have a great environment, at least have some components, some essential things you love. That's very important. And sometimes I found squirrels, I found birds, a little bit like a great I welcome them. It's not like a distraction. It's really like an enjoyment, a connection for me time from time during the day while I was working. When I look outside my window, I can see some life, like real natural lives surround me. And today our topic is about how to simplify to embrace greater efficiency and also quality. So it's both for our work, our efficient work, and also for our quality of our life. And today I want to ask you, like, are you enjoying your life and work every day, doing what you love and fulfilling your dreams with the focus and efficiency that you want? Or you may be struggling with too many things to handle and that you could not focus and could not get results. So today our topic, I want to help you to learn those 10 principles, very basic but also very important simplification principles that I've been using in my life and work to help me simplify everything around me, and so that I can focus what I really truly want to do, and also increase my efficiency. So I will talk about what to learn, who to connect with, or what to provide, what to create, where to hang out, and what opportunities to accept, etc. And very interesting, since Monday I've been sharing some simple posts, sharing that I'm cleansing, I'm like clearing my clutters, including relationships, what's working for me, what are not, and also I'm doing some, I'm saying more no's than yes to, how to say, to really accept the right opportunities and right connections. And some of my social connections, they get a little bit curious. They ask me, are you doing some social cleanse? I told them, yes, it sounds like that way. It's like a social cleanse. And it's just to simplify things. I think it's not necessary for my best development and for my audience as well. So here I want to share with you the 10 principles, okay? And I hope you will feel free to comment anytime. For example, what areas you are struggling with, what kind of like distractions or anything you feel like it's a little bit overwhelming to you. Feel free to comment so we could have further interaction and discussion. And by the way, if you are watching the replay, you can also feel free to comment with either your questions and your strugglings and anything you want to focus on to simplify, and comment there. I will always reply, okay? And so here, the 10 simplification principles will help you to reduce your complexity and also distractions in both your life and also work, so you can embrace better efficiency in your work and also greater quality of your life. The first one I want to share with you is very important. I've been emphasizing this for all of my trainings, all of my workshops, and any of my messages. The first one is always the most important, is to be clear about what you truly want. This is about your purpose, what's your call, about your passion, about the work you truly want to do, about your vision, about your dreams, and also about your goals. I've been emphasizing this for many times, and sometimes I introduce some great strategies to how you can improve and how help you to clarify your purpose, passion. Here I will not go to in that deep depth, but I want to focus on all those 10 simplification principles. But the first one I always want to emphasize is be clear about what you want, because this one will be really like a guidance, your inner guidance. Also, like your outside, your vision can guide you through all these kind of other strategies you want to apply. Because if you want to really simplify your life, your work, and also embrace the best thing, the greatest thing into your work and life, you really truly need to understand where you want to go, what you want, and what is your truly the call and the passionate work you want to focus on. So that's the most important, number one. And the second part, by the way, if you are still struggling, like clarifying your, for example, some people, entrepreneurs, are struggling with their niche. They're not sure about what they truly want to do, or even though they got some very great, exciting ideas, but they are not sure if it's really like a profitable niche that can really generate great results, both for themselves and also for the clients. So if that's what you are struggling, you can feel free to comment there, so we could know what, like, the part of clarity you're still struggling with, like which clarity you want. Some of our entrepreneurs may struggle with their niche. Some of them may struggle with their how to like set up very smart, measurable goals, tangible goals, and how can they measure their goals. And so that's the clarity part, very important. And sometimes if you are feeling like your lack of motivation, that's because maybe your vision and the goals are not very clear. So even though you have like a passion and doing what I love, but if your vision and goals are not specific enough and not measurable and not easy to measure, and you could lose that momentum. So that's also very important to clarify what's your annual, your long-term vision and also your annual targets, and then cut down that into like break down that into your quarterly, your monthly, and even your weekly and then daily goals. It's very important for you to always like goals, targets, and purpose oriented, so that you will not lose your momentum and the direction. Yeah, and by the way, we going through all these 10 principles, feel free to comment which one you like and what do you want to implement after our training. And now let's get to the second one. Choose right friends. Very important. And since recently I just found myself like choose right friends. Some of the friends, like your existing friends, your older friends, like who really love, trust, and support you, who you know, that's great. And turn them onto your social connection as well, so you can keep in touch quite more frequently than a traditional way. And another one is also connect with new friends, right? And every day we're on social media, it's very important we have the right criteria to choose the right friends, the new friends. And most of our social friends, we cannot say like directly interact with them in person. Like most of them are remote, so how could you choose them? And so it's very important to review when some people send to you like a friend request. Very important to just not accept them immediately and just increase the numbers of your connections. It's very important to review their profiles, review their posts, what they've been like, their records showing on the social media. Especially, for example, I've been using Facebook and also LinkedIn to basically filter people who are good, like potential great friends. Some of them you may connect through like live events. That's a great way to connect with them and then turn that into social connection. And majority of other social other connections, you may not really have that live one-on-one interactions with them. So it's very important to review their profiles and post. At least you can like scroll down, review at least like a few days of their previous posts, what kind of content they are sharing, and if that's quite a positive content, and do they have quite many friends. If they have just a few or even zero or maybe like just very few friends, it's a caution for you to really accept their connection request. And also check their posts. Quite some people, they just share their profile picture, they just change. And if you just scroll down after a few simple posts of their own pictures, and all like a 2015 or 2016 is like a previous year's posts, that means they do not really have any social, presence. And even though some of them may be good, they may be not like very social, but it's cautious for you to think if this kind of a connection is really valuable to you. And also, again, based on the first one, the number one principle that's always important is like, what do you truly want? If like adding these new friends will help you to, help you lift you up, will be supportive to you, will be like loving you, support you, and also trusting you, giving you that kind of a, support, at least and from an energy side, right? Not necessarily from material side or from immediate resources, but at least from energy side, from their profile, you can see, are they the right connections, if they can support you to fulfill your dreams and your passions. So that's a great the second principle is very important. Choose the right friends. Okay, always double check their profiles, what are their posts and what are their interactions with their friends. So that's their like social credibility. Okay, and then the principle 3 is really disconnect with wrong friends. Here also including like the second one, choose right friends, also including like delete those, those inappropriate friends requests. Recently, I deleted quite many. I deleted more and friends requests than accepted, because I found there are like, especially on Facebook, right? There are so many people with different intentions. Some of them, like if you are young girls or not so old girls, maybe they are like males, quite some males, they send you friend requests, but if you check the background, they just shoot their profile pictures, their intent, or maybe they send you messages, their intent is just to make friends and how to say, quite some personal intentions, not really quite kind of like, how to say, social generic passion. And it's more like a private intentions, and it's not quite clear to you, feel free to reject, okay? And so I recently definitely said more no's than yes to the friends request. And the third one, disconnect with wrong friends. I did get quite some like friends. Initially, I thought they're okay. Briefly reviewed their profile, I thought it okay. But then I found some of them sending me messages not appropriate. Some of them want to build up like personal relationships. Some of them even ask me for money directly and begging me for money. I say, my goodness. So then through those interactions, if you feel it's unreasonable requests, it's better for you to disconnect and block them. If you feel like in the future they may like do some harms to you in the relationships or your social presence, so it's best to block those kind of people. So far, I think I just blocked a few, so it's quite good. But I did rejected quite many friends requests. For those people, I don't think it's resonated with me. And then let's go to the fourth principles. Who are your ideal audience? As entrepreneurs, right? Business owners, entrepreneurs, this is very important, and this is actually our majority connections. These are who are our ideal audience. So this related to the number one principle is really clarify what you want. What's your purpose? What's your dream? What's your passion? What work? What's your niche, right? When you clarify your niche, the most important part is like clarify the who. Who are your ideal audience? Who you want to help? And who you have the best solution to help through. So clarify this part, the number 4, who are your ideal audience? This will help you to really choose the right connections. I had a training before, I forgot which one it's called, but the title is 8 essential questions to define your ideal audience or ideal clients. So that training, if you can search on my in my Facebook group, Abundant Entrepreneurs, or if you go to my YouTube channel, you can find that training. That can help you use that 8 questions to clarify who are your ideal audience. And then let's move on to the number 5, the principle 5, how to simplify your work and life, right? It's about what they want. This is also directly related to our work as entrepreneurs. What they want means what your ideal audience want. Both the who, number 4, who, and the number 5, the what, are the most important 2 key components in defining your niche. What they want means also like what they are struggling with and what you can provide the best solution, help them to get their ideal results. And that's actually the key, the core of your business, the business you are creating. So that's what you would focus on creating and also providing to your ideal audience. That's what you want to clarify, what they truly want. So through your connection with your ideal audience, learn from their feedback directly, use their direct languages to describe what they truly want. And that's what I taught before, like you can use all those things to clarify in your niche to apply that in your marketing, in your launch, in your offer. That can help you to make your work actually easier. So it's very important who and what, these 2 principles, and make your life every step, every day of your marketing also easy as well. And now it's the number 6. The principle is you have the focused and strategic social media platforms. Actually, last Thursday, I had this training talking about the 3 most popular social media platforms. And I've been chosen Facebook, Instagram, and also YouTube will be my focus so far. And I also, in my last Thursday training, introduced about why compare with the different social medias. There are over dozens of social medias, right? The most popular 7 or 8 of them, I compared of them based on the market research and also the user friendliness. and also the profitability, like ROI, the return on the investment about those social medias. So if you want to learn more about that, get to my last week training. So, but here I want to encourage you to, this principle is to have your focus on strategic social media platforms. Don't focus on up to 3. Choose only like up to 3 social medias you really love and want to focus most of your energy on. So that you would, for example, I previously I've been working on LinkedIn, but now since I've been choosing to strategically focus on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I will not do so much on LinkedIn anymore, because based on both of my personal practice and experience and also the market research, LinkedIn is not really the best platform for me to focus more energy on it. So that actually saved me a lot of time. I used to post a lot on LinkedIn, but I really did not get quite good a lot of like a following back from LinkedIn. So that is more like different based on your niche. You will choose which platform is best for you. Some, for example, if your niche is focusing on how to say small businesses and also organizations, right? You may want to still focus on LinkedIn, because there you will get more like professional connections and big companies and all those kind of referrals. But for me, I focus on more like entrepreneurs, like most like coaches, consultants, and author speakers. Those kind of people, most of them are hanging out Facebook or Instagram. Those people, and also I'm focusing on abundance, both on your life and also business. And majority time I shared all this kind of information. It's also like holistic life and work oriented posts, like beautiful inspirations, images, and my life moments, inspirations. So those things, I think Facebook and Instagram is the best. And also I'm a visual person, so I love all the beautiful videos and also photos. That's why I choose the social medias like Facebook and also Instagram and YouTube. These 3 are the best, matching my personal interests as well. So I would encourage you to choose your strategic social medias that match, that can support the best of your niche and also meet your personal preference, okay? So choose up to 3, no more than 3. If you can focus even 1 and get the best results from it, that's good enough. But choose the most popular ones, okay? Don't choose some like not so popular and you put a lot of like energy there, you may not get good results. But choose those popular ones, and it's already like a, how to say, it's already like a red ocean, so many users there, so hot demand there, so you can always get your good return. Yeah, so far we've already introduced the 6 principles. I'm wondering, my audience, if you have any feedback, give me some feedback. Let me know if you are following me, if you like so far. I've already introduced to you, and give me some encouragement. And also I want some like live interactions to say like which part you think it's quite useful and inspiring to you and you want to apply, okay? And now let's move on to the number 7, the principle. Simplification principle is choose your focused and strategic social communities. I know like every one of us, maybe some of you choose dozens of communities, right? And for me, I did not check how many communities I've already joined. And some of them, sometimes you even do not know, and people automatically add you. Of course, we don't welcome that, right? You should take time from time to double check and to say which communities you do not want to stay with. You should choose to leave them. But I want to focus on like choose up to 5 great communities, big scale, and also great inspirations, great resources, great support to you, and you feel totally resonate with. That's like the best communities to stay with, and also like with the audience you want to collect with, right? Your ideal audience, with your ideal how to say inspirational influencers, that kind of social communities. Stay with them and focus on adding values to it, so you can build up most meaningful connections through those communities. Don't be like how to say, they say dragonflies, right? Just dig into the water everywhere and just like try every communities, and you have dozens of communities, but you are not really focus on any of them, you are not building up like loyalty with it. So it's very important to just choose a few great social communities, build up great relationship with those leaders and hosts, and also add values, like really can review every day quite some good posts, and then you comment and add your values and build up your connections through those communities. That's very important. Actually, last week I emphasized that it's like, how can you really build up connections and add your values, and also like use your profile to attract free needs. And so far we know that everybody's like, many people are paying to Facebook ads to get their needs, right? Then that's a quite expensive way. But if you want to really build up your organic free needs, this way is very important. It's like a focus on your strategic a few social communities and add your values there, either through posts and majority times through your comments. Provide your expertise, like where you think your expertise could shine. You could provide your feedbacks, your ideas, and your brainstorming or your resources. So you can it's almost like silently show off your expertise, and so people will find you valuable and helpful and want to connect with you. So that's the best needs. And then you connect them through your profile. That's your free funnel, needs funnel. And from your profile and also your page and also even your group, you can generate other lead people to your other promotions. So that's a great way to have your focus on strategic social communities. Okay, don't be like some of people. I know that it's just like they just show up occasionally, only focus on their promotions. Don't do that. Okay, even though your offer is so great, don't just show up occasionally just to drop off your offer or your promotion and then disappear. So that's definitely not a great way for you to build up your impact, generate your impact or results. It's best to really focus on a few communities. Check it frequently, every day, like take a 20 or 30 minutes to check it to see anyone's questions or seeking for help and where your expertise can be applied, and then build up your connections from there. Instead of just show up once a while, drop off your promotion and then disappear. That's definitely not welcomed by the leaders of the communities, also not welcomed by other members. Okay, so that's very important. And now let's get on the principle 8. Say no to non-win-win opportunities. This is very important, especially if you are developing your JV partners. I've been developing my joint venture opportunities. So far, it's my 4th year. So I've already got many requests from potential joint partners. Quite of them I cooperate, and also I learned from a previous experience as well. So I know some of the potential joint ventures, if they are having a similar mindset like you have, the win-win mindset, that's the best kind of partners. Because when they are proposing to you for the potential corporations, they'll also put your benefits and your expertise in their consideration. So that's a good sign of a win-win partnership. But if somebody show up and tell you, I have this kind of fancy offer, could you please help me to promote it? That's a sign of not necessarily so great, because they are only thinking about themselves. They are not interested. If they are not even asking you what you are doing, what's your recent update, how could I support you? That's very important, okay? When people ask you, how could I support you? That's a good sign for their willingness to help you before they get their own benefits. But if somebody just showed up with only their offer, want you to promote in your network, that's really like a person who just want like a predator, right? They just want to get their own benefits. They want to use you and your communities. I know I have a group. I have quite some like a network. I've been working very hard and passionate to support other people. But now through my years of experience and also some lessons from previous, I supported so many German partners, but I just get very few of them really return my favor to give me that support back. So I hope you can avoid this kind of a lesson. Like it's just like you give so much out, but you get so little back. So that's a lot right away. So now I've been more picky on my strategic partnership. When people reach to me, I will evaluate, of course, first their expertise, their their audience, their results they're generating for their results, to see if they can really provide valuable things to my audience. But the second part is really if they have that win-win mindset. If they are putting my benefits, also my development, my wins in their mind as well, they would like to support me. So their proposal is very important. Their proposal is only like for themselves, only like focus on a single side, is not a good sign for long-term cooperation. So it's very important to say. Also, it's help you if you want to provide some proposal to your potential partner. Always make sure your proposal has a win-win proposal inside of it. Have what you, first focus on what you can provide for your partner, and then what you want them to support you for. Okay, so always put that in mind. So I've been saying more no's really than yes recently this year. If some of you are connected with me for long time, you can see that previous years I've been doing quite some joint venture interviews and joint venture promotions. But this year I really, so far I've not been like promoting anyone yet, because this year so far my focus is focused on developing my system. I've joined a quite high-end mentoring program. I've been focusing on how I can scale and also improve, optimize my system, my funnels, my marketing. So this year I've not really extended myself to do so much joint venture, but only those really good ones, maybe close to the end of this year, I may do 1 or 2 of them. They are very great. Their values provide values to my audience, and also they, in long term, they can also support my success as well. So number 8, the principle is say no to non-win-win opportunities. Okay, so focus on really on the win-win opportunities. Now let's get to the number 9 principle. Very important, the healthy daily routine and habits. That can make things so much easy for you. Because like once you can build something as your habits, and when you do it, sometimes you may not even notice it that you are doing it, right? So that makes life much easier. For example, every day, right, if you have some morning routine, or I have some like light routine, recently I ask my clients also, I always ask my clients actually, do their like a daily gratitude exercise. That's exercise very important. Some of my clients may not get used to it, so they need quite a few weeks to build up these new habits. And some of my clients or some of my audience or maybe already familiar with this and already being applied in your life. So that will be much easier. Like every day you just take a few minutes, either in the morning or during the nighttime. I actually do twice, morning and the nighttime. So I do 2 meditations. I do the gratitude, also prayer, and also like lift up my energy, both morning and nighttime before my sleep. So once I wake up, before I get off my bed, I do the meditation, do all this kind of a self-care massage, or like also like prayer, everything, like adjust my energy to the best tune before I get off my bed. And during nighttime, before I sleep, I read my Bible or read some great stories, and then have the prayer and meditation. So I have that totally peace and abundance, bring me back into a sweet sleep. So very important, both your morning and night routines can really save you tons of time, because this one will help you to adjust your energy and bring you the focus, clarity, and especially morning time, right? I will always clarify my vision this day, my long-term vision, and what today, my priorities I want to focus on. That's also very important. So all those small things, but very important habits can improve your efficiency and also save you tons of time, help you keep, stay on the clarity and also momentum. And at the same time, if you keep doing this every day, you do not really notice that, because it's already part of your life. It's almost like your clock inside of your body. You will automatically to do that, but you do not feel like it's a big task. It's not like burning your extra energy. It actually, on the contrast, it's accumulate and recharge you with extra energy. So focus on building up your healthy daily routine and habits. that can help you improve, simplify your life, and also improve your efficiency. Okay. Of course, some of you may have your daily meditation or your daily reading time. I recommend you to spell like a regular 20 or 30 minutes during the day, either during your noon time after your lunch or before your sleep. Have a 20 or 30 minutes reading time to read whatever you choose, is helpful to your personal development. That's a great habit. And another one is your exercise. For example, every day morning time I do massages, and during the day I will have at least 30 minutes walking, hiking in the sun, outdoor, to make myself the body healthy. And every weekend I will have a swimming with my kids. So that's very important. Sounds like very simple, but very important habits. Many of our successful masters and influencers, they've been emphasizing this. Either on your morning or on your night, you need to build up your routine to make your everyday energetic, also efficient. So that's the number 9 principle. I'm so happy that you are still with me. Alimata, right? Alimata, welcome. And Joy, thank you for staying with me. And I hope so far I've already introduced the 9 principles. I hope you find this very important, very helpful to you. Feel free to comment, okay? Don't keep silent. I want to know if what I've been sharing with you, if it's helpful, let me know, okay? And now, finally, the last one, very important. Let's make life a great quality of life. It's doing what you love, but not just work. We've been emphasizing that doing what you love, following your passion, but majority of people are talking about your work, right? Your passion and work. But here is also very important. Besides your work, doing what you love in your life, your hobbies, some other self-care things is very important. That's make your life very enjoyable. For example, for me, like I love my self-care retreat. For me, it's like either facial or like a massage. I love that. Every week, if I can, I always spare certain time to make that appointment, how to get my self-care. Not really self-care, but it's a self-care retreat, okay? Every morning routine is my meditation and massage, everything, prayer. That's my self-care. And also, I've been so much paying attention on my nutrition, and I'm almost like a nutritionist at my home. So I always make sure I cook and also buy and provide healthy food for my family, for myself and for my family as well. And I have two young kids, so it's very important. I always provide the healthy food for them, even though they sometimes they get tired of too healthy. They want to try some junk food, but I still encourage them to stick to the healthy habits, because this is very important. And then also, like one example for me, I have to do what I love. I want to every day spend certain time with my kids, right? You can choose to spend your loved ones, either your partners or your children or your family, others or friends. Choose the ones you love to spend some quality time with them. That's very important. So you can have that really genuine laughter with them, and you feel like this day is really fulfilling. It's not just from your work. It's also very important from your life, from the people surrounding you that can share quality time with you. And also, I personally love outdoor activities. Every day I will. You can see from my social media, I've been sharing so many community pictures. Whenever I go to pick my kids or walk around the community, I would be so present. I always bring my cell phone, my cell phone camera with me, right? Because I want to catch up those small moments with some beautiful lives or birds, or and majority of the time is flowers. I love flowers and beautiful houses. So just catch use every day, spend at least let's say half an hour, walk, do some exercise outdoors. It's much better than doing workout 1 hour or even 2 hours in the gym. I always encourage people to do more outdoor activities. You get the natural sunlight, you get the fresh air, you can look around the community, observe what's going on in your neighborhood, and also be surrounded by the nature. If you're lucky, you surround yourself with that kind of a natural communities, right? So it's very important every day have that kind of, it's also part of habits, but also it's a conscious choice. And then I'm a person loves arts. So whenever I get a chance to explore outdoor or like how to say painting opportunities, I will go with my kids to learn together with them or appreciate what they created. And also in my daily work, even though it's part of my work, actually it's also not part of my work as well. It's a both life and also work. I loved creating some beautiful images, and so also catch up the inspirational moments. And you will notice that because now I choose Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I will have more creative time. That will satisfy my how to say curiosity, my creativity, and also my taste of like artist. So choose what you love, okay? And also I love cooking. I love nutritious food, and sometimes I cook a genuine Chinese food. So I will, in the future, I will choose to share those dishes I took picture, and I want to share with my audience. So like choose a few, like 3 or 4 great hobbies that you love, and really like find the time in your daily life to give your hobbies, the things you love, a certain time in your everyday, so that you will really get that fulfillment both in your work and also your life. And as entrepreneurs, we get this advantage is really sometimes you cannot separate your life and work. Our work is our life, our life is our work, right? So it's like a majority of us, I hope you want to get to that kind of a stage, like that kind of feeling of freedom, the freedom of mixing your life and work together, and you do not feel like you're really working. And somebody said that a famous quote, right? It's just like following your passion. It's like you will never feel you are working anymore. So every day will be an enjoyment because you are doing what you love, both in your work, in your life, and also in your work. And share your inspirations you get from your life to your work, and people get inspired, and more people want to connect with you and help your work and help you to introduce your expertise to help them. So this kind of thing not only enrich your life, your hobbies, doing what you love, will not just like enrich your own personal life, also it will help you to enrich other people, your ideal audience, their lives as well. Give them that inspirations from true life. It's not just like everything just work, expertise, and goals, targets, money, right? Not just everything like that. So show people the true life you are living, and that can help you build up genuine connections and also trust. Yeah. Joy mentioned great content, taking notes. Thank you so much, Joy. I'm so happy that you are getting inspirations from it. And also I want to know from this 10, I can quickly go over these 10 principles to say you can comment which ones or you think the most you get the best aha moments and it's the best takeaway you want to apply them. It's very important. Yeah, every training I want to focus on, it's not just inspirations, not just the teachings, not just the like experience sharing. It's more important to help you how to apply them in your life. Even though you can just choose one principle to apply today in your life and work, that will make this training worth it. And I introduced these 10 principles. Actually, I do not want to waste more time of you. You can watch a replay of this video to get all these 10 with more details, okay? So feel free to comment which one you want to take to apply into your life and work right away. That's very important, right away, after our meeting. If you wait like, oh, I may think about it later, or I may apply it in a few days, you will forget. Like I mentioned, after 48 hours, 2 days, you will forget about 80% of what you learned 2 days ago, right? So that's a waste of the time. So if you want really make your time efficient to get the best value, is just whatever you learn, choose at least one inspiration to apply them right away. Actually, Tony Robbins has been emphasizing this as well. Quite some masters I learned from them have been emphasizing this. Execution, implementation is always much important, more important than knowledge, than the information you got, or even inspirations. If you just get inspiration but do not apply them, they're just the ideas and eventually they were gone, okay? So apply your inspirations right away, and feel free to comment. And oh, Yeah, Joy said need some repeat on number 6. Got interrupted while you were speaking on that one. Okay, number 6. Let's see. Number 6 is focus on strategic social media platforms. Up to 3. Yeah, I shared actually last week training, the Thursday. Double check that training. Talk about the 360 degree connections and also the the top 3 most popular social medias. And I give you example. I choose Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube because I love all those kind of visual things. I'm a visual person, and those platforms are most of my, actually they are the most popular based on the market research, most popular social medias. Facebook has over 2.2 billion active users every month, and YouTube is almost like 1 billion. And Instagram is another, I forgot the exact number, but Instagram people get great return on their investment and get great followers. I just joined Instagram last month. I think I already get hundreds of followers. So it's a great platform. And I love all those visual messages, short but very inspiring messages. That's where I want to also develop and learn and develop. So choose what you really like. Choose popular one and also your personal style really resonate with. Okay, for example, I never resonated with Twitter. I'm not a good Twitter user. I have my account, I have my content occasionally share there, but I do not focus on that. And also LinkedIn, I mentioned that LinkedIn, I had been on LinkedIn for over, oh my goodness, 8 or 9 years, but I really did not get it. It's too professional, kind of like a strict kind of environment. I do not feel very holistic and comfortable compared with Facebook. So Facebook is more like a friendly person like me. I'm a very easygoing, friendly person. So I want to build up my organic, holistic connections. It's more like through Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. That's my best platforms I personally choose. So I would encourage you to choose up to 3 to focus on, or even just one social media. If you can focus all your energy onto it, get the best results from it. You can definitely get like choose a popular one, okay? And also the personally, like you love that platform and you want to focus the most of your time, energy on it to build up the meaningful connections from it. And also use other principles I introduced earlier that can help you to simplify when to say no, when to say yes, to simplify the process so you can build up really meaningful, the right connections to help you succeed and also help your ideal audience succeed. Yeah, that's it. And feel free to ask me more questions after this video, and also make sure apply just one, even just one principle. I want to really hear back from you how you are applying on it and what kind of support you may want. Okay. At the end, always don't forget about whenever you are doing training. Don't forget about your they call this call to action, CTA. It's like if you really want to master your clarity, your focus, and also your performance, want to simplify everything and really focus on what can generate great results, and also stand out as a trusted expert and leader in your field, you can give you this a complimentary one-on-one abundant business breakthrough session with me, one-on-one, to make these transformations for you. Okay, so I will share the link under this video or maybe in the description of the video, so you can always find it after a few minutes. So thank you so much. Stay in touch. Always give me feedback. What do you want to, which area you are still struggling with, what kind of strategies you want to learn more, and how you are applying the things I've already shared with you, and what kind of support you may want. Okay, thank you so much, and I will look forward to seeing you again next Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. I will have a great new content and also great new strategies and implementation ideas to share with you. Okay, stay with me every Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Wish everybody have a wonderful time. Thank you. Rosemary, you joined us late. I hope you can watch the replay. Okay, have a wonderful Thursday. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.